Okay. Hello, teacher. Aldana and I chose the chapter 8 about conversation and preference structure. I will start with conversation analysis with the term turn. The term refers to the person who have the control of the conversation. The term turn taking is a form of social action and operating in accordance with a local management system. The local management system is the set of conventions for getting turns, keeping them, or giving them away. Then we have the term transition relevance place, which refers to any possible change of turn, and the speakers accomplish change of turn for taking those turns at an appropriate transition relevant place, and these patterns of conversational interaction differ from one social group to another. And firstly, we know that conversation consists of two or more participants or speakers taking turns with smooth transitions, etc. The transitions with a long silence between turns or with overlap are felt awkward in the conversation. And also when there is no flow or smooth in conversation, it have the sense of, or it has the feel of distance or the absence of familiarity. Then we have the attributable silence when there is a turn to speak of the second speaker, of the other speaker, and this speaker doesn't speak, then this silence is called attributable silence, and it is a meaningful one and significant silence. We have the example between Jan and Dave. Jan says, Dave, I'm going to the store. Dave, is something wrong? And Dave finally answered, What? What's wrong? And Jan answered, Never mind. It seems that Dave didn't listen to her. Then we have back-channel signals. You can indicate that it's the turn of the other speaker to speak by back-channel signals, which are facial expressions, gestures, head nods, smiles, and a lot more. Their functions is to provide the feedback that the message is being received. For example, we have the caller says, if you use your long distance service a lot, then you'll, and Mary answered, huh. It seems to be that the caller, he or she is waiting for the response. Then the caller continued, be interested in the discount I'm talking about because, and Mary says, yeah, and the caller continued, it can only save your money to switch to a cheaper service. Mary says, like she is being interested in the conversation. Then we have conversational style. They are more or less two: the high involvement style and high consciousness style. The high involvement style refers to an active conversation with an speaking rate very fast, without pausing, and with some overlaps. And the high consciousness style is a slower rate. It has a slower rate speech, and it is expected to have longer pauses. Do not the speakers do not overlap, and the speaker avoid interruption also. These characteristics features of conversational style will often be interpreted as personality traits because if a fast speaker speak with a slower one, the fast speaker may think that the slow speaker um, is boring, is shy maybe, or that he or she is not interested in the conversation.
Okay, hello. So now let's turn to adjacency pairs. These adjacency pairs are kind of automatic patterns in the structures of conversation. So it has two parts, the first and the second part, that are performed by different speakers. The first part always creates an expectation of the second part. If there is no response, the speaker will probably be interpreted as if he or she is being offensive. So we can find them in sequences of conversation, such as greetings. Here we have an example. Anna says hello, Bill says hi, how are you? Fine, see ya, bye. But there are other patterns such as answer questions, request, accepts, etc. Then, we have the term insertion sequence. That happens when there is a delay because a question answer is delayed by another question answer. It is basically an adjacent pair within another. Well, later we have the preference structure. And as I've said, adjacency pairs represent social interactions divided into two parts. The first part may be a request or an offer, and the first speaker, may create an expectation of acceptance from the second part. This preference structure is divided into preferred and dispreferred social acts. When it comes to preferred, we're talking about an acceptance and in agreements. On the other hand, the dispreferred are mostly refusals. The expression of a preferred shows a closest connection than the expression of a dispreferred. So close familiars in this case will have few dispreferred than non-familiars. So now some examples of this. Here in dispreferred, for example, we can refuse this by using delays or hesitations, such as pauses. If we don't answer immediately, and hesitations such as prephrases, doubt, I'm not sure, token yes, that's great, and so on. Then in the preferred structure, we can find questions such as, can you help me? The other says, sure. It is an acceptance. That is a preferred structure. And that's it.